Hey everybody, it's Crystal with Crystal's Diverse Creations. So I'm about to make a bank on the Glowforge, and I just wanted to take y'all along with me. You know how we do. So this bank is actually from Big Blue Laser. So I'm going to show you where it comes from, and actually it can be, I'm making mine for a baby, and then I'm going to do a different one as well, just a regular one. But this one at first is going to be for a baby. So what I decided to do was to engrave like the baby stats in it. And I'll show you that. Let me show you where I got it and what it looks like set up on the Glowforge. So this is the file that I'm using. It's from Big Blue Laser Design. Oh, let me just show you over here. So this is how I set it up in Silhouette, and all I did was added the baby stats, her name, and I added the date, weight, and inches, and then I actually put it on the acrylic, so I was able to make sure that it should fit, because I put it like this to kind of just make sure that it would fit with the wood over top of it, like that. Hold on. Like that. And then the same with the name. I'm going to put the name like kind of going across it like that. So just sized it to that because these are true sizes. Then after I did that, I saved it as a SVG and I uploaded it into Glowforge. So here it is in Glowforge. It's all ready to go. It's going to take 9 minutes and 11 seconds. And I'm about to mask the wood and put it on there. So here we go. So as you all know, if you don't have your proof grade materials and you're using wood, you should be masking it. So you buy this big roll of tape from Amazon, and it's pretty much the same like what you use for your Cricut, the same concept, just kind of smoothing it onto your wood. And I like to do the front and the back, and I especially do this for my acrylic. And when I cut the acrylic, I always cut from the back of my acrylic, which is why I mirror the text. So you just kind of, well, sometimes I do it this way, and then sometimes I just kind of bring it around and just go back. You just want to make sure that it's adhered well. Okay, it's ready. So I'll put this on the Glowforge and go ahead and do this cut, and then come back and do the acrylic cut. So I'm gonna put it on the Glowforge. So I'm gonna go ahead, get it off of there, unmask it, and I'm gonna paint the front and the back of it, and then I'll be back. So first we check to see, did we get a good clean cut? And it doesn't look like we did. It looks like we're probably gonna have to do this cut again because it's not coming out. So before you ever take this up, right now while it's still sitting there, you can recut it. If you move it, you can't. So you always get a little piece of painter's tape. When it's cut well, it should just come out. Since it's not, we need to do that cut again. Okay, so you can see it's just repeating the cut, and this time with that second cut, it should come out with no problem. But without moving it, you can just go ahead and basically tell it to cut it again, and you'll get a perfect overlay. if you move it, it ain't gonna work. And you can kind of see how those letters have fallen down, like the center of the A is kind of sunken in right now. So let's check it now. Let's see what this is. Say, that's what we want. Then you know you got a good cut, and you're not going to have any problems when you remove it off the Glowforge bed. All right. Okay, so this is basically how it's going to look. It's just missing the acrylic layer that's actually engraving and cutting now. And then this is going to be the eye, and the VA is kind of going to go like that. So it's going to kind of look like that. So I'm getting ready to paint the name, this first layer. You don't have to paint it here because this is kind of brown already. You don't have to paint inside of here. And I actually am going to paint the back here and the base. So that's what I'm getting ready to do right now. And I think I'm going to do pink for the name, yellow for the back. So I'm just kind of lightly coating it. You know, you gotta take your masking off of both sides. I'm just starting with the front since that's what's getting painted. So just peel the masking off. The rest of the letters. Parisian pink. So let's see how this looks. Pretty. Probably should have got a different brush. Let me get a different brush because I want it to come up bright. Board first. And then when you cut, you get a clean cut because it's hard to just not get the edges. So if you paint first, you get a nice clean paint, and then when it cuts, you don't have to worry about the paint going over like it just did. So I'm gonna see if I can get away with just doing this part and not doing the whole thing. Because the yellow is just so nice and bright and fun. I'll leave that yellow. So it's still doing it. This is the yellow. Paint the back of it because a little bit of pink got on it, and it's gonna be color and gonna be an off color. So luckily this is the same size both ways. We got lucky. If not, I would have just had to wait for it to dry and then do it again over it, or go over the darker color. And then here's the name in the acrylic. So I'm gonna just run this in the bathroom and get the excess dust out of it. So I'll be right back. So I'm gonna leave the plastic coating on here because I want to do the purple. And with the purple, once it's done, I want to be able to peel off the coating and take away all the excess paint. Okay, so this is perfect purple. Let's try that one. Yeah, because we wanted to kind of get in the groove there. So when we move the masking, it actually stays in and shows up. So you just kind of filling it in, making sure it gets in the groove. See? So it should be completely filled in like that. So I'm going to start putting them together. I had some wood glue. I don't know where it's at. So I guess I'll be using this Gorilla Glue. So I can be putting these together. Have some clamps. So just kind of lining them up. Perfectly lined up. Put a clamp to hold it. Check to make sure it's not shifting. Then I have the larger ones for when it gets wider. So we'll leave that clamped in there. So trying to get the clear coating. Peeling this off. To get the excess, the extra plastic. If that doesn't work, you can always use Gorilla Tape. So that's what it's going to look like. And then I just need to clean up the letters. And I can probably even clean it up if it don't come out easily with alcohol. I've done that before too. So I'm going to clean that up and I'll be right back. Okay. So now we can start putting the rest of it together. Okay. So since this is already glued, we'll go ahead and build on top of this. So this is going to go to here like this. And this part actually goes into the base. So we'll put it on here, just so it won't get too messy. So you want to get it lined up as best you can. And it looks like you're just lining up the outer edges because it's got some flexibility in it because of the opening. So get that lined up. Because see, this side still moves even though the other side is already on there. So just get that lined up. Same over here. Shift it so that it reaches. Clamp that. Okay. Okay. The next will be this. Will go like that. And just kind of, if not impossible, to get it cleaned off later. Make sure it's on the right side. moving this in one at a time. And instead of engraving this, you also could have used regular permanent vinyl and just kind of put it on here. You could have did that as well. So the last piece is going to get glued down on here. It's going to be this piece. So I'm going to set that one down. And I'm going to put this on. And I see some glue has moved into my acrylic down there, so I'll address that in 1 minute. Set that down right here. Hopefully it won't be a big deal because this should cover it when this goes on top of it. And if not, you know what? I'm not going to worry about it because I'll make sure that the letter goes over it. Take these off. Okay. That's what we got so far. Again, just learning. I'm going to have to move over to the bigger ones now. I'm going to get some painter's tape. Going to shift, so you gotta just mind all of the corners. It's still masking tape on the bottom, that's why I ain't doing anything. I'm not worried about getting all the way to the bottom. So just want to see, how is this looking from the top, from the sides? Okay. Okay. Then we'll go ahead and add her name. I think I'm going to add it like that. See. Put it like that. So I sprayed it with this iridescent acrylic sprayer. It's one of my favorites. It actually gives it like a shimmer and a little bit of sparkle and gloss. So you can see it doesn't look as flat as it did. And I did the base as well. So the base has it too. So I'll let that dry. Then I'll go ahead and attach it, and then I'll leave it to dry completely. So this is what we have so far. So this is what we have. And I wound up having to paint around all of this stuff, but it's all good. So it's just drying now, and we'll see what we get at the end. All right, so y'all know I'm extra because it wasn't looking right, so I had to doctor her up. So I'm gonna show you what I was doing. First of all, I had to paint the sides because it just wasn't to my liking. Then I had to add some bling because it was looking kind of basic. So I just added a little bit of this just adhesive blings. I'll be getting them from like different dollar stores and not usually I do get them at the Dollar Tree, but we have a store that's like a off-brand dollar store, and I get a lot of stuff from there as well. So I'm just sticking these on there, but I put a little bit of Gorilla Glue so that it'll stay on there after the fact. Because sometimes with the adhesive, once it's on there for a while, it'll pop off. So I just run a little line of the Gorilla Glue just so that it'll I know it's on there and ain't going nowhere. So that's kind of what we got going on there. The paint job wasn't looking too good right there. I might put a little bit right here just to kind of finish that off, and right here, and then I'm going to leave it. So I will come back with a final pick. But what y'all think? I think it came out cute. And it just kind of, I just did a quick paint on the back, and there you have it. And painted the top too. So, and then I painted the back of the letters that you could see to the back of that. Alrighty. It's an acrylic customized bank. How stinking cute.